beauties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Ashley. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and join the beauty family. So today's video, honey, we are reviewing the new Hourglass setting powder. So if you'd like to see if it is worth it, if it is creaseless, keep watching. So I was able to snag the Hourglass powder. So this is the new Veil Translucent Setting Powder by Hourglass. I picked up the shade Translucent Medium. So let's get into some facts about this setting powder. It is vegan. It is a loose powder formula, natural finish, long wearing, formulated without parabens, and it is cruelty free. So this powder is an ultra refined, love that, because when it is very finely milled, it goes on like butter. So it is an ultra refined talc free loose powder that is designed to give skin a naturally flawless finish. This is for normal dry combination and oily skin. So it is also a finely milled weightless powder. It's formulated with soft focus light reflecting particles to instantly blur imperfections and minimize the appearance of pores, fine lines, and wrinkles for effortlessly smooth skin. Now anything that talks about smoothing pores, gives effortless skin, honey, I am down for it. As you all know, I do have like a little texture. I do have some pores, honey, they like to pop out without an invitation. So anywhere I can minimize them, I am here for it. So this is the Hourglass packaging, that's standard chocolate brown. I love their packaging. As soon as I see this, like, I know it's them. So it has the same mirrored chocolate packaging for the top. So it has the product, it just says Veil Translucent Setting Powder, and then it has Hourglass on this side, and then on the bottom it just has facts about the product. So this is inside of the packaging, and this is inside the other side. See, you see the H in there for Hourglass. I think this is really cute. You know, Hourglass is gonna charge some coin, honey, and deliver us some package. So I finished my face off camera. I just did something super basic because we're really focusing on this powder. So I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is the Hourglass Advantage Concealer in Maple. Now this one does have more of a golden tone to it. So I'm going to lay this down first, and then this is super creamy and it feels lightweight. I'm going in with the 7.5 just to add a little bit more brightness. So this is the mini version. This is 7.5. They didn't have 8, they just had 7.5, which is fine for me because we just really want to brighten it up a little bit. Now this concealer does crease for me, but I really wanted to pair the family members together while we let this dry down, blend it out, honey, and set it with this powder. Alrighty, so let's blend out this concealer. So I'm going in with the Beauty Blender. I definitely cleaned this off for this look. I'm gonna go in fresh. So just focusing on blending the bottom half before we go all the way up. Just get my chin above my lip. We just want to get all the areas that we conceal. A little on the forehead, on the bridge of my nose. You know, I don't like to apply too much on my forehead. I'm not trying to attract too much light, honey, because I already got a lot on my mind. So just a little bit. Now I'm just going in with the butt to blend this out. Now that we blended that out, I'm just going back in with the brush that I used to blend my cream contour, just to make sure that we did not lose that, and kind of blend that right into the concealer. Right now it's looking good. What I'm going to do is maybe like wait a couple more minutes just to see if there's a little bit of creasing. Blend it out, honey, and let's get into the setting powder. So there's very minimal creasing. Just gonna go right back in and just make sure that that is blended. Now for the powder. So I'm going to pull this top piece off. So I'm just going to put the cap on so I can try to see if I can get some of that product out. So we have a little bit of that powder. So just so you could see. Oh no, it feels really finely milled. It feels like butter, to be honest. Like, I don't even really feel like I have powder on my fingers. It feels so good. Okay, now let's see how this applies. So I'm going in with my damp Beauty Blender. Tap some of that off, and we are going in for the kill. So the powder is melting right in. I'm gonna add a little bit more. So far, it is literally melting in like butter. I'm not really seeing it. I added definitely a little bit more than usual underneath, and it literally just melted right in. It's just sitting. It is giving full, so I really want to see what this will look like a couple hours from now. So I'm going to set the rest of my face so we can see the final product, and then we're going to give it a little bit of a wear test, maybe like an hour, 2 hours. Generally, once I finish my under eye, it pretty much stays the same. So if there's already creasing to begin with, I'm allowing it to dry down, and I set it, it's just going to crease. So that's why I allowed it to dry down a little bit to minimize the creasing. So yes, let me finish off the rest of my face, and we'll be back so we can see how this all blends together. Alrighty, beauty, so I finished off the rest of my face. So this is what it is looking like so far. I really don't see any creasing. Very minimal, honestly, and it's really based on the concealer. So as I've said before, really it's the concealer that creases for me, but the setting powder honestly looks flawless. Excuse these two people here that don't pay rent, they just moved on in. We're gonna get rid of those tomorrow. But yes, this is what it is looking like. It looks really good. Honestly, I really want to see how this powder performs with some of my other concealers, but so far it's been over an hour. It's been almost 2 hours. I started filming after 4 and it is now 6:18, honey. But now I really want to use this powder with some of my other products, so I definitely plan to use this in an upcoming tutorial. But I will be back, beauties, in maybe like another hour so you can see if it is breaking down on us or if it's keeping it snatched. Alrighty, beauties, so we are back with my final thoughts. It's almost 7 o'clock, so it's been about almost 3 hours. So 3 hours generally for me is a wear test. By that time my makeup is already broken down, I'm oily, you know, it's just for me personally. But that's usually around 3 hours, sets the tone for the rest of the night for me. But this is how the makeup is looking. I am getting a little oily. I didn't use my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm today. I used my Elf Poreless Primer, so that one doesn't keep me super matte, but it does leave me flawless. So I'm gonna bring you all in just so you can see my under eyes. So this is what my under eye is looking like. I do have some creasing here, but honestly, like I said before, that's mainly due to the concealer. Overall, the powder though has left my under eye flawless. Okay, Hourglass Vanish Concealer is not my favorite, but what can you do, honey? I just wanted to pair the siblings together to see how it was gonna work out. I even allowed it to dry down, but it's just not that type of concealer. Yeah, I definitely paid $36 for this powder, and I feel like that was a nice price point. Okay, that I feel like was a good price point for this powder. It does retail for $49, so I think it might have been a mistake. So honey, I was able to snag that glitch what I could. So yes, it does retail for $49, which I feel like is a little bit on the pricey side. I think the $36 was a great price point, but Hourglass always does give us an expensive product, honey. But my Chanel setting powder is $52. That it might have gone up, I'm not sure now, but when I purchased it, it was $52, and the Givenchy powder is $60. So this being along with that price range, I do feel like it's overpriced. I'm not gonna lie, I do feel like it's overpriced. However, the powder is bomb. Let's just get that out there. The powder is bomb. I do feel like it is worth it. So yes, I was lucky to snag it, honey, when it was $36. I definitely paid $36. This is the price right here. Wild. But yeah, I guess, you know, it was great that I got it when I could, when I got that little glitch. But I think, like I said, the price that I paid for it, I feel like was a good price. $49, a little bit on the pricey side, but you can't go wrong with this powder. It is beautiful. I think it really melts into the skin. The texture is amazing. It's super finely milled, which is great. I added a little bit more. I almost baked a little bit and the powder still looked flawless. I even added my foundation powder on top. So as you saw before, it might have been a little bit bright, but once my entire face came together, you were really able to see it. But honestly, the under eye still looks absolutely flawless. Like, even my nose is getting oily, but the under eye is still flawless. So beauties, I do feel like this powder is worth it. If you want to shell out the coin, honey, it can be yours for the high price of $49. But no, beauties, I do like this powder. I am happy that I picked it up. I do plan on using this often. So yeah, beauties, let me know your thoughts down below. As always, thank you all so much for the continued support, and I will catch you on my next one. Thanks for watching.